Hi again, welcome to the garage. I'm Pierre, sitting close to the Norton surface grinder, the 6x12. Friend Philippe and I, maybe you've seen the series we did previously on, let's say, some scheduled maintenance that needed to be done on this to make it function like a new one. That was done. Now it's back in commission, it's working. We did a few tests and we started to some projects on this. And too bad Philippe's not here for the overture today, but anyway, I have to do what I have to do. We started to work on his compound slide of his Graziano SAG-12 lathe, and we kind of had to resurface the top of the slide in order to make the tool post stand very nice still, yeah, first, and making it perpendicular on all angles, because there was some wear, uneven wear near the slot, and the surface was pretty dinged up too, because that Graziano lathe, I think previously served in the school, so they don't get lots of wear, but they get lots of dings. That's what we'll see. We'll be working on this, and we explain as we go by. We've been working, Philippe and I, on the compound slide from his lathe, his SAG-12, and we kind of lapped it a little bit on the bottom, just lightly on the sandpaper on the flat surface of the table. Got off the high spots. This is seemingly pretty smooth on the table. And now we're going to turn this on the other side, and the main issue on this is that around his tool post there's some wear, a little bit this direction down there, and it's not exactly flat, like it's been bumped, and from this side to this side there's also about 1,500 or 2,000 difference between levels there. So we're going to make this in a way to get the tool post parallel, or not parallel, sorry, but perpendicular in all directions. We're going to take a few measures just to the sake of it. Let's make this on there. Okay. Previously, I got a little spot there that I noted. Made my zero on that spot there. This is a 1/10,000th of an inch indicator there, which is pretty sensitive and pretty precise. So we'll just scan the surface there. It's pretty bumpy, it's pretty rough. I'll try to go in the high spots because we kind of lapped it a little bit, just enough to get something flat and get rid of the main bumps. This is okay, going around, which is pretty flat in that direction if we get the high spots naturally. There on the high spot we're about 1/2,000 down. If we go towards the slot there, we're about 1,000 down, almost 1,000. This is wear, and the fact that it's not exactly flat, the tool post will not exactly grab evenly all its bottom surface. And we're going down there along and averaging something around like 1,000, 1,500, which is kind of a little dip there. Philippe's behind me and he's pulling my leg and say, "Hey, say something."
Yeah. I'm here. I'm watching and learning.
Yeah. Let's go on the other side. Starting there, we'll try to reach a high spot. This is one. We're okay. Yeah. There's a cantilever there a little bit, so I have to put a little bit of pressure there. See. And we checked before that the old bottom surface of the compound was not rocking, so we're clear with that. If any questions arises, we're at least 1,000 down, maybe 1,002 to 3/10, and we're going to go to the next high spot. Same thing about, and if we come to the edge there, we're near 2,000, between 1,500 and almost 2,000, even in the dips a little bit more, but we don't count the dips though. So there's definitively like a funnel type groove, like a wear in the middle of this. So we'll make this, all this surface on top there, we'll make this flat. And the other end of this here, we'll go for a high spot, which has been lapped a little bit.
About 1,000 higher.
We're about not quite, but close to 1,000 higher. This is not too bad though.
That's not bad, but that area doesn't work either. That's not where the tool post goes, and nothing goes there. But
if you want to take some measurements and references, then it's clean. And it's going to be clean regarding the
Parallel to the ways.
parallel to the ways. If the ways aren't exactly perfect, then we can't do much, because otherwise we'd have to start
No, well,
do some grinding and redo the V's and everything. This is
too much.
a very big overhaul if you want to get into that. So we'll get something with a minimal work that's going to give us maybe maximum results, and a solid tool post, and a tool post that will
Stay square.
stay square to the perpendicular, like this here, because if you got lower there, goes this direction. If you got, you know, whatever you do, I mean, you need a tool post that's as square as possible.
And it's going to add to the friction so it doesn't twist if I'm being somewhat aggressive when I feed, because that's my issue that I thought about after rubbing Renzetti's video, is the tool post twisting if I'm being...
Yeah, if you're not exactly flat there, the friction is not as good. And like we just seen on Robin's demonstration of his hard-hinge makeover, I mean, it's like an out-of-this-world makeover. This is the optimum, the utmost, the best you can do to a lathe. I mean, without doing as much, will be, you know, improving.
Yeah. Okay, so now we make sparks.
Yep, we'll turn on the surface grinder and we let's go there.
All right. Okay, so we're just gonna rough it out. We just touched off, and let's make her go by.
This pass is going to be pretty rough, since we kind of hogged in a little bit more than we should. We you know, like it's a roughing pass.
Yeah. Still gotta go. Got our marks, but anyways, I think we need to dress it. Dress the wheel and start taking lighter passes, because we pretty much cleaned up.
Now we have to let it cool, because it probably moved a little bit. I don't know if there's warmth in there.
Not much.
No, not too bad. So you leave it, you know, before you do your finishing passes and things like that, you better just let it cool, let it sit for a little while. It's going to take all its you know, stresses back and go back to a normal standing position. And also we'll be starting to grind, you know, make a fresh grind on the wheel. And now we'll go for let's say finishing passes, like 3/10, maybe 4/10 at the real most. Do another spark out, and that should be pretty close from what it should be. We'll just show you how we're so far. Let's let me place the camera in a good spot. Okay, this is something you can expect from rough passes. This is at least 1,000 pass. It's skimpy a little bit, and it's got some chatter a little bit, but we don't really worry at that stage about the fact that we just removed a lot. We'll let it rest. We don't even take measurements on this, and we'll start doing some really much finer passes on the next 2 or 3 passes until we spark out.
Yep, I'm ready.
It's easy to see that the wheel is pretty packed up and not exactly in the best shape. So we'll do some dressing and be back to grinding after this. We do this until the wheel gets very clean and very evenly on each side. This is a messy job. I think we're pretty good on this. That's it. We just did a very light touchdown, and I'm going to come down about maybe 3/10 of a thousand. That's about it. Okay, let's go. We'll see about how even this is. We're not going as fast as before, and we're far from being that aggressive. At all, we'll be probably taking about maybe 1 more thousand. This is really a light pass. Seems good so far because it's taking off evenly the stuff. Direct. Seemed to me like it was catching a little bit more metal at the end than at the beginning, but not very much more. So that I mean, that was a pretty even grind on the first pass. Okay, another maybe 2 to 3/10 again. See how it does. I'll take a little bit more. There we go. Oops, forgot to.
Seems like it's taking a bit more.
Not much more. We're pretty even. I would say like we're within 1/10. Doesn't take much steel to make a spark. We're going pretty evenly though. I'm pretty happy with the feeling we get. The goal here is not to reach a definite measure, it's just to make the surface very flat, very even. We probably removed that all, maybe not much more than maybe 3 to 5 thousandths. We're getting pretty nice surface. It's gonna be like a brand new top.
Now the rest is gonna be ugly.
The rest won't be that ugly. We'll just lap it up a little bit. There we go. Last pass. Seems pretty good. Now it's time to make the measurements and see how we did
Wow, that looks nice.
Looks brand new.
Still got a bit of chatter marks. It's not a measurement marks, but chatter marks.
This chatter comes from the first passes that we went pretty heavy. We just took maybe 4/10, maybe 3 to 4/10 at last, at the most. And if you want better, we could do a spark out pass, but on this thing, on this particular tool, it's not.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be. Yeah, we went heavy on the first passes. We see a little bit of chatter there. Okay, so let's measure. We'll get the interrapid.
So the survey says.
A moment of truth.
Yeah, we're really not moving much. Maybe a 1/10. This is excellent. Whoa, slowly, Charlie. This is the critical spot. Oh, look at that. We're talking about a 1/10.
Okay, go the back of the chuck. Oh, there's a little grit there. It's not a defect. It's just a little.
Yeah, that's the end.
Little
So yeah, look, we're excellent. Excellent.
Did you do all over 4 corners and
Yeah, yeah.
a few mil longitudinal mil?
Let's go to the middle. The middle doesn't really matter, but look at that. Excellent everywhere. That's good.
I think we're getting a good tool there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch that anymore.
No. Now, do you want to make the sides look as pretty as the top?
No, because they won't match with your base.
Oh.
If you do the sides. No, they won't match. We'll just do a quick nice lapping in there.
Okay.
The high spots are going, but not the
Okay.
not the average surface.
All right. Let's get this off. Get this cleaned up.
And we're gonna see the part 2 of you trying that on your machine.
Yeah.
See how it turns out.
Yep.
Okay, we left the position of this indicator that same thing as before, and we're 5/1000ths off overall that we just cleaned up on the surface of this. So this is minimal. This is very low removal, and let's make ourselves a reference at 0 there. Oops. Okay, this tight. The dial 0, and let's start going around. I'm gonna have to press on this though. One side to the other. Close from the slot.
Big improvement.
This is much better. We're within 1/10 of 1,000. I'd say we're going a few dimples there, but not. Okay.
It's amazing. You can see the surface texture just in the reading.
Yeah. This is kind of close enough. I would say you got some pieces, some big piece like this, within plus minus 1/10 of 1,000. I think we're pretty. It's pretty well. I mean, yeah.
Excellent. 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 Excellent.
And let's check the other side. Let's try to keep as much stuff off the cantilever part there.
About 2/10.
And there's a little piece. Yeah, a little piece of.
Yeah, 1/10.
Schnitzel. Just a second. I'm gonna recalibrate. I think I maybe messed it up a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, we're on 0. You're like a -1 right there.
Yeah. Let's recalibrate just to make sure because. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna use the lever there. That's
0.
That's better because when I changed from that's the other went rough a little bit. It doesn't take much to disturb these tools. So we're within a 1/10, plus minus a 1/10 at the broadest tolerances on this. This is
Very good.
I think this is excellent. this should improve the... There we go.
Excellent.
I'm just going to let this go. That's it. Job done. Let's go try that on Philippe's lathe.
Yep.
And you're going to see the part 2 of this being installed on the lathe, and Philippe's going to make the actual testing and making it actual operation.
Yep. Gotta reset all my tools now.
Since it's always fun to see the outcome of a part in real life, Philippe from Phil's Projects, he's going to reinstall that on his Graziano SAG-12 lathe, and you'll be able to see it. Just follow the link there if it works. If it doesn't work, I'll put it anyway in the description box underneath. And for a happier life, guys, I suggest you listen to the advice that just follows. You know, for those men that always criticize their wife's choices, like she didn't choose the right thing, that's wrong, that's not my... Remember, before you complain too much, give her a break. You're one of her choices.